I welcome you back into Studio 209. James Coe here with you. Pictured there, Pavan, the club championship winner from last year. Skimbo, the only three-time MCS belt winner. They're getting ready to play an MCS preseason game. It's going to be the first time you see two high-level players getting you some of that Madden NFL 20 action. I'm James Coe, joined alongside by RG and my man Serious Mo on the far side. Gentlemen, how excited are you to get this new game going?
Oh, I'm very excited. First ever preseason game in MCS history. That's pretty cool. Yep. And we had a tough decision when we were deciding, which of these three phenomenal competitors were we going to put up on the stage. Once we realized you were going to be here, James, it made it a no-brainer. I was like, we can get the Mo and Co connection back at the desk.
There it is.
You know what we got to do. So
thank
you for being here. You guys made the decision for us very easily.
Mo, how are you feeling about Madden 20? And again, what are you kind of expecting? All these changes that you've seen coming into this new season.
I think change in the game is always great. It gives yourself a chance to kind of create that little skill gap, especially even choosing a team, and these regular teams is going to be tough, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what these guys do out here today and kind of the strategy they use with their X Factor players. So I think we're going to see a good game.
Can I follow up with you about the comment that you had earlier in the show today, that the old heads might show up in Madden NFL 20? Why do you think that?
I think that like I said, old heads, that they got a real good understanding of football. You know what I mean? And they've seen a lot of football in their life.
That's right.
Every team runs the ball in the NFL. Every single team. Even Patrick Mahomes. People don't even realize it because he throws for 400 yards every game. But they run the ball a lot. You know what I mean? And we haven't seen that much in competitive Madden. There's been very few people that have been able to establish a run game. And I think we're going to see that this year. I think the run game is going to be pretty prevalent.
One of the biggest differences, to Mo's point, between competitive Madden and the real game is the fact that, again, you'll probably see, a 70-30 split in terms of the real game, pass to run. In MCS, it's more like 90-10. If you see a handful of runs in any given match, I think you might be surprised. I mean, unless you're VY Electrify. Unless you're VY. But no, that's good. Let's check in with some of the competitors here. We'll start with Pavan over there on that far side. Pavan, how are you feeling, first of all, about playing Skimbo in a preseason game? It's a good experience for both of y'all.
Like you said, the first ever preseason game, I'm just going to try to have fun in this game and see how my Raiders are looking on this game. Shout out my Raiders fans. Go. Just win, baby.
By the way, a second generation Oakland Raiders fan over there, which is great to see.
Yes, sir.
RG, again, your boys with Skimbo. What are you expecting here?
I'm expecting them to, both take it easy. It is the preseason. But much like the preseason, once you get those competitive juices flowing and the viewers are watching, it could get a little bit competitive. You see it in all-star games all the time.
All the time.
We might even incentivize them throughout the game with a couple of mutt bundles if we need to make things interesting. So we could have some fun with this. I think it's going to be a good time.
Make no mistake. Everybody's got a little bit of an ego. Nobody's going out there trying to lose. I promise you that. And I think we're going to see some battling going on.
Michael Skimbo, we got you set up. We're ready to see you play in a little bit of preseason action here. But what were your initial thoughts on Madden NFL 20 thus far?
I haven't gotten to play it too much, honestly, but so far my initial thoughts are these X Factor abilities make a big difference on teams you choose and lineups, and that's kind of why I chose the Browns. I mean, I think they got, I don't think they can see my screen, but they have like 5 dudes that have X Factor abilities, like Nick Chubb and Baker and Odell. I mean, this team's pretty solid, to say the least, so I look forward to using some of these abilities right here.
I wonder, RG, how might these abilities, and we haven't seen them yet. I mean, that's the thing. Most of us haven't seen what they're going to do. And again, these are kind of abilities that are going to be kind of new to the game overall. What are you expecting?
Oh, they changed the game so much. And to me, what the abilities do and what I expect to see from them is just a variety of different play styles. I mean, if you're a run type of player, there's an ability to help you enhance that run. If you're a passing guy, there's an ability for that. If you want to play coverage, there's an ability to enhance every type of play style there is. So I really expect it to allow guys that want to scheme differently and, maybe run a different type of meta to be able to do that because now you have the option to do so based off of all of these abilities. I'm really excited about them.
All right, so there you saw it. It's the kickoff. It's going to be Pavan representing the Oakland Raiders. Skimbo, as he mentioned, representing the Cleveland Browns.
You want me to decline that?
You better.
I kind of want to accept it, to be honest.
Nah, don't do that.
I'll accept that at a live tournament.
This is. Can we have this every tournament? This is amazing. I love the fact that we can kind of listen in a little bit on that trash talk a little bit.
I know it's the wrong sport, but it kind of reminds me of the baseball all-star game. I don't know if you saw that
100%.
when
It was
the
great.
outfielders are there and the casters can talk with them and interact, and they can interact with the viewers, and we're getting that right now. I love it.
Pavan with the first possession. It's going to be a handoff to the outside.
Oh, Icky!
Ooh, almost was out of there.
Almost got crazy with it on that first carry of the game. Jalen Richard picks up a big chunk. 5 yards, 2nd and 5 now.
And I'll say this, Skim has way more superstars and X Factors on his team than Pavan. Like Skim said, the Browns have 5 superstar-type players on their team. The Raiders only have the 1 in Antonio Brown.
Carr looking under
Garrett
pressure,
already
set from
there.
behind.
This is a X Factor stuff, man. That Myles Garrett's a dog, man. Great dog.
What do you think, Mo? You see Myles Garrett make a play right there. How important do you feel like it's going to be this season playing with a team that has one of those X Factors on the D-line that could cause havoc?
Here he
Oh, look
comes.
at Garrett.
Garrett applying pressure again, and this ball's picked off.
What do you think, though?
Oh, yeah,
Garrett is
absolutely.
Super shiny.
I tell you, man, that Garrett's
I think those
different.
X factors on the D-line, they're going to be doing some business this year, and I think you almost have to have one because it's such a difference maker when you have one. The pass rush, you know, if you're only sending a few guys, you're probably not going to come in. But if you have one of those X factors, they're going to get to the quarterback regardless of how many people you're sending.
Mo, I think what I had read was some of the developers saying that they wanted these players with X factors to feel different, like they are in the real game. They are different style players.
Exactly, and last year, if you notice in the Club Series and the Madden Bowl, a lot of people on their defensive line, they would have completely powered down.
They tanked them.
Yeah, they completely tanked them because they felt like these players played the same as some of the best players in the world. So, as you see, Myles Garrett already causing havoc 2 plays in a row. Gets Skimbo a pick. I think you're definitely going to feel him, you know?
Ooh, speaking of feeling them.
How about the hit stick applied by Pavan there on the outside?
Take it easy, boy.
I'm loving the look of the game right now too. You talk about it maybe being smoother in terms of the run game, RG. I think visually it looks smoother too.
Yeah, definitely the smoothest gameplay I've seen. And you want to talk about smooth? This guy, Odell Beckham Jr., he has that grab-and-go ability, James.
Okay.
Where if you throw him the ball,
Watch out!
his locomotion after the catch is like nothing you've ever seen before. It's the free, even though Madden 20 locomotion is super smooth and fluid, if you have that grab and go, it's the most fluid locomotion you've ever seen in Madden. So responsive. So it'll be interesting if Skim can get the ball in Odell's hands and kind of show that ability off a little bit.
After the sack, it's 3rd and 17. Skim finds that first down. A bullet pass. Picks up that first.
Look, you guys thought that they weren't going to show us nothing. Both of them screaming at each other. Skimbo and the gun bunch throwing dots. They can't help themselves. They need to win this game.
That's exactly right. So here we go. Skimbo again representing the Cleveland Browns here. He's on offense. Ball at the 49-yard line.
Let's see if your linebacker can get that.
Oh, watch out.
Oh, I dropped it.
Pavan's smart though right there. Goes for the swat.
Dude, it wasn't the swat.
Might have been in position to get the pick.
It was a safety, RG.
No, I know he didn't make the play, but I'm just saying the decision he made was the correct one. You're gonna have to be willing to swat in those situations a lot more this year.
You think you sneaky manning him up, huh? Oh, you manned up X. Wow. All right, RB.
Cross-man action going on.
You cross-man RB. You actually gave me a touchdown. What?
Did I?
I think so.
No.
No.
3rd and 5 now. What's the calling card? Again, if you're RG, if you're one of the newer members to the MCS, what's the calling card for Pavan?
I mean, Pavan is just known to play stellar defense. I mean, the way he was locking people up last year was ridiculous.
Oh, watch out!
Skimbo doesn't seem to care in Madden 20.
Hello.
But yeah, Pavan, I really thought he took the scene by storm last year with that nickel 3-3-5 defense, mixing it up, sending the blitz from the linebackers. A very unique scheme that caught on later in the year that a lot of people started running.
All right, Pavan.
You got a D up right here.
You got a D up, man.
Come here and catch the stiff arm real quick.
Oh!
RG, let him know about Nick Chubb, bro.
That was Hunt.
Kareem Hunt.
Oh, that was Kareem.
With a catch and touchdown, catch and run touchdown there to put Skimbo up.
Let's just talk about that poor stick from the youth. You know, I just want
Oh!
see that stick?
Yeah,
Did you see
there it
that stick
is.
out there? I mean, oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Let's
my
make a
hit-stick
tackle.
game is kind of weak right now, but don't worry. Don't worry.
It's the preseason, Mo. It's the tell him, Pavan. It's just preseason.
I'm on these youth kids' head from the jump this year.
I kind of want that to be Nick Chubb.
All right, so Skimbo's got a touchdown. He already forced a turnover. We need Pavan to make some moves. So you know what? I'm going to make it interesting for you right here, Pavan.
Let's go.
We got a Bundy infusion. A bundle infusion for Pavan. Let's call it a 10-pack Bundy, a little Al Bundy, if he can go ahead and get himself a touchdown on this drive. I got a 10-pack Bundy for you, Pavan. If you could get 6.
Whoa! Watch out.
And,
Heavy pressure.
I see where they contain.
I think Pavan's wishing he didn't choose these Oakland Raiders.
Skim hit him with a move, dog. We went from 5 X Factors to Pavan with 1. Antonio Brown does have some nice abilities, though. He has that grab and go like Odell Beckham, so if he catches the ball, you can get nasty with him in the open field. And then he also has that route specialist where no matter where he's lined up, he gets 4 additional hot routes you can use on him when you hot route him, which is one of my favorite abilities.
All right, let's take a look again at that pick that did lead to that touchdown. Well, that's the sack first. Yeah. Myles Garrett just doing work right now on that D-line. Under pressure again. It forced Carr into a run and throw, and that was an inaccurate pass, and it was picked off. It would set up this. Baker slinging it to the flats, and that's Kareem Hunt giving a nice little, getting into the end zone.
I will say this, and Mo, I feel like you agree with this. Raiders, we're not going to see them at the Madden Classic.
Yeah, absolutely not.
The Browns, this is a very real team that we may see people bring out later on in the Madden Classic.
I know a few of my friends, they're pretty heavy on the Browns right now, and I'm not personally using them, but I could definitely see why people would use them. They're pretty easy to fit a scheme around. Nick Chubb with that arm bar, one of the best X-Factor abilities in the game. I just want to point out how we thought we were going to see some fluff, and Skimbo is absolutely screaming at Pavan every play. And if you guys are at home watching, go ahead and hit that clip button. Look at this defense Skimbo's running. You might want to get that.
Whoa!
Oh, man. Speaking of
Heavy pressure. Good job by Pavan getting that ball out there quick.
He's going to fight for that Bundy, James.
Of course, you know he is.
10-back Bundy.
Skimbo, can I get your thoughts initially anyways on the defense this year?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just trying to run a defense that'll get patched. I'm joking. Man, defense is cool. Defense is definitely cool. Blitzes are going to be a lot better this year because it takes the quarterbacks a little bit longer to get rid of the ball. So if you're getting in, I mean, you're getting in. So if you're on offense, you have to have hot reads this year.
Pavan from shotgun.
Give me that pick.
Get it to the seam, but it's picked off.
Split the seam right there.
What? They said the tight end clipped me? Let me get up. Oh, man.
Okay. That Bundy infusion didn't work out. I got another Bundy infusion right here.
Chubb has that ability.
Skim, you go ahead and get yourself a touchdown. I got a 10-pack Bundy infusion for you.
Ooh.
Pavan, you get a stop, get this ball back without him getting any points. I got the 10-pack Bundy infusion for you.
I need to see the stiff arm rope. Yeah, that's what I need to see.
Bundy's.
Give it another one.
Oh, no!
Get another one.
Oh, no!
It's out of line. That's Nick.
The disrespect.
That arm, Mo said it. That armbar ability is.
I mean, he just
little
like
much.
he didn't even get stamina done. Like he just kept pushing them. Dang.
I like the way that looks.
You know I'm throwing right at your neck, right?
There it is.
Yeah, give me my
An
bundle.
easy one.
Give me my bundle.
He's
got a bunny.
for it. Let me write
He's
it
got a
down.
bunny.
That's
Write it
$10
down.
At 10 for Skim.
Easy bunny for him.
Just show people how to play the game real quick.
PAT up and good. Skimbo with the 14-0 lead. Pavan, my man, you're known for that defense, bro. What's going on?
I know.
It's the Raider. You gotta, when competitive Madden, you can't play with your heart.
That is true.
You gotta go scum, Pavan. You know that. What do you guys think? I'm trying to get Pavan motivated. All right, 10-pack Bundy for Pavan.
I think it's a first down.
Oh, wow.
No, I'm kidding. I'm messing.
Oh, wow.
A pack of first down for Pavan on this drive.
All right.
So there's 1 pack.
Okay. Oh,
Then we got the 10-pack Bundy.
Watch out.
Let me get my Bundy.
Here we go.
Wait, do I get a bundle if he doesn't score?
No, all right, you get a 5-pack if he doesn't score.
I bet.
How do I get on the sticks? I'm trying to get these bundles.
Bo gets the commentator's package.
Okay, he's gonna.
That's got to be like 60.
I'm gonna stop,
Bundy, whoa. 60 pack.
Whoa.
I'm gonna stop screaming at him.
Oh my.
We'll make sure we take care of Mo, man.
All right,
we
here
have
we go.
fun in the
I
preseason.
ran
Got
commit.
it.
There it is. Easy.
Get yourself a bundle, kid.
Get yourself
There we
a Bundy right there, Pavan. So now we're tied at 10 packs apiece.
Actually, that was
Pavan
a
back
third.
in it.
The third got cooked.
Yeah,
Press third.
that was a third.
Skimbo, what happened there, my man?
Had him in a third. He had him on a streak. If you don't back off that third, it's a bump and release. If the wide receiver has an advantage, and that's what happened. I got a quarter next time.
I also ran play action, so maybe.
That helps a little bit. Yeah, that's my fault. That's on me.
Get yourself a stop, Pavan. This ain't no no friendly game.
Come on now.
Let me sit up in the seat real quick.
I told you that preseason.
That's right. Well, plus there's a little bit of chirping going on, so you gotta respect yourself. You know what I mean? Pavan there with the PAT up and good. It's 14-7. Again, Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns. Odell Beckham highlighted there. We saw some strong running as well from Chubb, so we'll see what Odell Beckham can maybe do with his superstar abilities. Mayfield throwing it out into the flats, an easy completion.
Ooh, give me
Good
a
tackle.
strip.
I mean, Pavan, can I get some cover 3? I'm just gonna say, can I get some cover 3?
From the booth.
Can I get some cover 3? Let's make him work.
Classless. Oh, that's fun. You know what? One thing I'd want to ask Pavan, and I hate to ruin his concentration during defense mode. Maybe you can chime in on this too, but you see Skimbo supporting his Lazarus jersey. He's sponsored, full time, which, I think is a big goal for everybody. Pavan or Mo, is that something that's on your guys' radar? Is that part of the ultimate goal to secure one of those?
Ooh, I need that.
To secure a sponsor kind of like Lazarus and take it to that next level.
I think.
Go ahead, Mo. Go
So
ahead.
I think what Skimbo has is great. What Drini has is great. I think it really just depends on the situation. You know what I mean? These guys seem to be very happy with what they got going on, and I mean, as long as I'd be as happy as they are, then yeah, of course. But
Let's see if I can get a touchdown.
I think it changes for everybody.
Pick that.
Oh, no,
Watch
no,
out.
Oh, okay, at least you dropped it. At least you dropped it.
Oh my goodness, I thought that was a pick for sure.
Joyner made a play right there. New acquisition.
Pavan, how do you feel? Are you waiting for one of those esports teams to come calling? Is that part of the goal, part of the plan, or are you kind of just like doing your own thing?
I kind of, interested in signing with the org and, just expanding from there. We'll see how it goes for sure. Oh, I tried to hit stick you. My stick is kind of suspect right now.
Pavan with the self-call out. That's okay.
It's good to get it out of your
Yeah,
system.
man. Yeah, absolutely. No doubt.
Man, that runoff is just different this year.
It's definitely a
Oh,
big
wow.
change.
You can give me Nick Chubb in the open field. I better make him miss.
Oh, good
Oh,
tackle.
come
Good
on.
tackle.
That's a touchdown. No huddle. Dang, that runoff is just different.
9 seconds.
Skimbo, can you talk
Blind.
about that runoff?
I don't like it.
Dropped it.
You don't like it?
If I'm keeping it 100, I really don't like it, but it's just going to take something to get used to, I guess, if we're going to keep it in the game.
What don't you like about it?
Sometimes I'll take a while to call a play and it'll still run off on me, and it's never like that. So, I mean, field goals are going to be different this year. It used to take 4 seconds to kick a field goal. 5, now it takes like 20 seconds. So it's just different. It's just something you got to get used to.
My only question would be is, what do you expect it to be when you're no huddling? What do you expect to? Because obviously some clock has to run off. What do you expect? Like I seen it took 9 seconds. What do you expect the average expectancy for say you gain 9 yards and you no huddle? How quickly do you expect to get the ball off?
If I no huddle on like a 9-yard gain, I don't know, because a quick snap in the past, you take 7 seconds to quick snap it. So a no huddle, man, probably like 16 seconds.
Yeah.
I don't know. What play should I run right here? I'm actually lost.
Pavan, what are your thoughts?
4th and 1.
Let me just try to be up right here.
My thoughts.
Hold up, 4th and 1.
This guy up real quick.
4th and 1.
Oh, that's great.
14-7 right now. Skimbo with the touchdown lead. Oh, watch
Throwing
out.
at your neck,
Here we
boy.
go. That's it. That's 7,
Too easy,
baby.
man.
Pieces.
Wow.
Diving into the end zone. Skimbo with a little style to make it 21-7.
Every time I try to throw a crispy dot up the seam, I get hit. Like, Skim clicks on, catches it, makes moves after. I just get so jealous sometimes.
What I'm noticing, he's just waiting for Pavan to try to bait, and once he even takes a step down, he's just throwing it. You know, it's going to be open. So with Skimbo, you got to stay on. You got to stay on that route because Skimbo ain't missing that guy. You know what I mean? He's just not.
Yeah, it's been honestly. I know it's simple. It's just a streak up the seam, but that's. Even before my success, I think Madden 15, that was one of my favorite routes to throw out a pistol bunch, was just a streak right up the seam. I think me and Mo used to have battles, and he remembers the pass lead on cover 3 out of my tight end, out of pistol bunch. And, you know, I mean, that's just every year, that's one of my favorite routes.
It's so great. I just love the fact that we're getting this level of insight.
It's cool.
You know what I mean?
It really is cool. I agree.
Oh, yeah.
Great protection.
Look at me.
How about that? A little catch and run.
I didn't animate.
That was close. I think that was a corner, too. He should be able to just jump like normal.
It was a safety at linebacker.
Yeah, but you got AB out there. He sucks you into that rack egg. You know what I mean?
Once he has a step on you, has that positional
I don't even want to
advantage.
say what I want to say.
21-7 your score right now. 15 seconds go in the first half. Pavan looking for an answer under
gotta get
pressure.
that ball out.
And he's swallowed up.
Boy, I can just put my controller down versus you. Come on now.
Skim hit him with a move, man.
11 seconds now to go in the first half. 2nd and 17, your call.
Let's get a laser right here.
Pavan looking for some kind of gain. Maybe he'll set up a field goal if he can pick up enough yards. Not a ton of time left here.
Come on, come on.
Oh, watch out. That should have been a pick. It's not.
23.
7 seconds to go.
Oh, come on. That's me.
Pavan got away with one there.
Let me cook something up, bro.
How you like that cluster?
Getting screamed at.
Yeah. Murray. I'll put Murray in the spot right here.
7 seconds to go. Options limited. 21-7 your score right now.
AB's getting the ball.
Pavan with possession. Scrambling, rolling out.
Oh, he has.
Come on. That's a laser. That's a laser.
Come on! Pavan with a huge answer to close out the first half.
Well, X Factor just
Carr
there,
got that ball all the way there.
That
Let's
was
go, man.
beautiful.
That was insane.
That was an arm right there.
Our
RG.
boys at EA, we need to go take a look at that play.
RG, real quick.
That's Pavan making plays.
You know how many people in the Twitch chat just clipped that play on a bomb? You know how many clips that just had?
You ain't lying.
He really just made the whole world on that play.
Let me take a note to go back and check that out myself, because that was.
Yeah.
Pavan, you called it. You said, let me cook up something real quick. What'd you cook up right there?
At first, I was just trying to get to the sideline with AB, and then I just seen B running wide open. And
Yeah.
Carr just threw that off the run. I mean, I've seen him make throws like that in real life, and, you know.
Have you? Win.
Carr's a
win.
good improviser QB.
Yeah, no doubt.
We are in the middle of play.
When have you seen that? Not in the last year.
He does have those on-the-throw runs.
Tell him, Pavan.
Yeah,
Derek Carr can do that.
yeah.
He's a
Derek Carr
Raiders fan.
can
He
do that.
watches all the games. He knows what time it is.
All right, should we take a look at some of these highlights? Let's do that. All right, first half highlights. Here we go. This was in the second quarter. Oh, no. The disrespect. Get off.
I love it.
Disrespect.
Good stick work, Skim.
Oh, no. That was just straight
That one's on the
nasty.
line. If there's one ability.
Beautiful pass. Catch.
I mean, Skimbo's
Touchdown.
just been getting away with that for years. I mean, come on.
Look at the grin. Look at the replay. That's out of line.
And then how about this? On the run.
You seen Derek Carr do that?
I mean, look, that being said, that receiver was wide open.
Oh, absolutely. That's tough to get that ball there, though.
That was the slot?
I don't. It was just a Z-spot post.
That was so that was the slot that did that.
No, it was the outside.
The outside guy did that, and you had the slot on the streak, right?
Pavan, don't
I don't know.
I don't know.
There was a replay right there. We're going to see it later.
Why are you asking questions, Mike?
Skimbo trying
I be
to dissect.
trying to lurk something or what?
You know he's lurking, Pavan. He's always scheming.
Skimbo asking questions he would never answer.
He's Belichick. Like, you don't think Belichick's at all times trying to go scum?
I love it.
You might be trying me a little something right here. That was a good throwaway. I would have lost yards.
All right, let's do the first, second half. Mo, you set the stipulations for the Bundy on this one. What are you thinking?
I would say if Skimbo gets in the end zone with Odell Beckham Jr., 10-pack bundle.
Boom.
Oh,
with
my
OBJ.
God.
Got to force it to OBJ now.
Can I pitch
how
it to him?
about
Where's he
this?
at? Where's he at? Where's he at?
He got to take a decision.
Ah!
He
Man, what is
cares
going
about the
on?
preseason. That shows how much they care about the preseason.
It's not OBJ. It's Antonio
That's what
Callaway.
quick adjustments.
You're
Yeah,
gonna
those
get
quick adjustments are kind of messing me up. I just got to get used
Quick
to it.
adjustments are different this year. It's going to take some use to it.
That is true. That new controller scheme is, as a legacy Madden user myself, it takes some getting used to.
Pavan, talk to me about that. What do you mean by that?
You know, I'm kind of used to the old ones, just the YY and then the YY on the button to get, like, you know, coverage and stuff. And I'm trying to set up my linebackers, and it's taking a little too long, and I can't make the secondary adjustments that I want to.
That's going to take me some getting used to. You know,
Yeah.
I'm not very smart when it comes to, like, this icon's this. I'm not quick like that. I'm muscle memory. My muscle memory is very quick.
Yeah.
Even when I play, like, NBA games, like, icon A's open. It takes me a minute to register. It's just this is going to take me some time as well.
Plus, with the Xbox controller, you know, it's a little different from the PS4.
PS4, exactly.
What the quick adjustments, James, for those that don't know, it's literally a feature that allows you to switch the individual defensive assignment on the different players on the field without having to click onto them. So I could be controlling my middle linebacker, but I can change the assignment of my right outside linebacker if I want to on the fly. The big change to those this year is last year, say you wanted to quick adjust your D-line. You simply pressed LB, double-clicked it, and that allowed you to set what D-lineman you wanted to adjust and then pick the adjustment. This year, with the new control scheme, to quick adjust on your D-line, you're going to have to press left on the D-pad twice instead of LB, and then after you do that, that's going to allow you to make the quick adjustment. So it's a similar scheme, but definitely different and something to get used to.
Come on, AB.
In the zone.
I should have possession caught that. That was my fault.
What corner is that? He was lighting up.
No, that was AB.
Oh, that was his? Okay.
Yeah, does Pavan have the same stipulation here, Mo? AB touchdown for the Bundy?
Let's give him a little single pack here if we can get this first down.
Single pack.
Then we'll
Single
talk.
pack for a first
We'll
down.
talk about the 10-pack bundle stipulations after.
All right, single pack for the first down, Pav.
4th and 10.
Come on, Miles.
Under pressure, swallowed up in the backfield.
What did you have?
We'll add that
AB
single
on the
pack
post.
to your pack.
Never had a
Mo.
cross.
Maybe that's the way they'll do it. When they don't follow through, we just add that to the pack.
Let me set all the standards for the
I do like the idea of this, I will say. You know, the first ever preseason game, just up here having some fun.
Sure.
Getting to hear Skimbo and Pavan. You know, we got Mo up here.
Come here.
And, I just really like the whole order of this. And then just to even have the stream to get the information to the people and interact with the community. It's just another step forward for the MCS. So exciting stuff.
I love it. Skimbo, what are your thoughts right now on after you catch the ball? We talk about that motion.
And give someone a stiff arm real quick.
Woo! That's big boy football right there. Nick Chubb, stiff arm and into the end zone.
Yeah, that stiff arm something serious. That's something I'm going to probably, I don't know if I'm going to use the Browns, but when it comes to salary cap time, I usually tank on running backs. This might be the year since Madden 17 I give me a good running back.
Mo, do you agree?
I'm gonna always have me a good running back. Got
Return
to.
of David Johnson, maybe.
Hey, look at you, you know. Yeah.
I study.
That was my dude, yeah. That was my dude when I won all that racks. Yeah.
I won all that rack.
All them racks. What year? I mean,
17,
wins
boy.
racks every year.
17, boy.
You know what I love about that, too, is the fact that Pavan has done the homework. He knows what's up. He's studied these guys.
You have to for these type of things, for real.
And we talked about that earlier, James. Everybody starts somewhere, And a guy like
Should've been
Pavan
running.
started, you know, watching them MCS, watching Problem Stream, and same advice they gave to the people who wanted to get into it later. Get on Twitch, study these guys, study the best in the world, pick up on their tendencies, and incorporate it into your game.
I still remember Pavan's old Twitch name, Khalil Mack.
How'd that go?
I don't know. Did we play back then?
No, I'm talking about he's on the Bears now.
Oh, yeah. No, that was your old Twitch name
Yeah,
before you
that
popped
was.
up. It was Khalil Mack, I remember, or Khalil something, yeah. Why are you flipping your play? What you got up your sleeve?
Pavan, is there any regret in not running bunch? I'm just curious.
Yeah, there is. There's always some regret with that.
Trying to be cute in this cluster.
Yeah, he thought Skimbo was going to come out running some sweetness on him, and here he is in
He's
bunch.
over here setting up.
Here he is in bunch and dollar, just screaming at him.
Yeah, Myles Garrett's X Factor's blinking.
Is he? He ain't blinking
not
yet.
right now, but I'm just saying, it's been a scene.
Archie, we've seen a couple of missed hit sticks here. Is this something that was
Oh,
also
come
a
on now.
slight
You taking
adjustment
the
made in the
dives?
game? Oh, watch out. How about
I've
this?
been doing that since last year.
Right there. I
Learn
think
from
what
you, though, for real.
That's a good dot.
What it is with the hit stick, James, I think, is what we talked about locomotion earlier. When you free up locomotion and the responsiveness of the ball carrier,
me get
it's
him
just going to be
335
harder for you to
quick.
land those hit sticks because the user is just so much more efficient when they're running in that open field.
That's great.
The window's way smaller for hit sticks and for interceptions. You know, you really have to be on top of the ball.
Speaking of that,
Ooh, if I get that fumble right there.
You know, I'm a special team specialist, so I'm already thinking out loud, which I shouldn't. I would probably put Nick Chubb at kick return and just start throwing the A maker at people.
trademark that. But one of the changes, I think, to this year as well in tackling, Mo, is those conservative tackles with the A button. They're no longer matching from distance, so that's opening things
Might
up
need
unless
to
you
solve.
have a secure tackler. And then more importantly, that strip ball mechanic. Last year there was
Spamming
certain
it.
angles where you could just kind of spam RB
Yeah, you're spamming.
until you got into one of those strip animations. This year there's no spamming it. If you press it at the wrong time when you're not in motion, the guy's going to whiff.
All right, so the third quarter comes to a close, 35-21. Your score right now, Skimbo. I hate to say it, but he's dominating this matchup right now. Skimbo, the master of the stiff arm. Get off of me, son. He sunned him right there to make it 35-21. Skimbo, I could tell you're loving this stiff arm mechanic right now.
Yeah, I mean, I am. I'm not gonna lie. I'm spamming A, so I kind of feel like if they're gonna tweak with it, it needs to be a perfect timing kind of deal.
Yep.
But right now, yeah, I'm in love with it. Obviously, I mean,
it's something different, guys. Mo, you know that last year was more about the spin. People don't really use that stiff arm now. I haven't seen too many spin moves really in this game.
Yeah, I think it's really tough to make someone miss, and you have a much better chance of when you're one-on-one with one of those cornerbacks to rather go for the broken tackle, stiff arm him because that's where you're going to have your advantage. So, like, these dudes are the best players in the world.
Yep.
They're always going to play for the advantage, and like I said, it's tougher to make people miss in the open field now, but it's a little bit easier to run through them. So I think that's why we're seeing that.
And one thing I'll say is in regards to the stiff arm is one thing the team's committed to this year is really not overpatching.
Still got a lot of yards.
Not
out of that.
overpatching
that
the
wasn't
game
even him.
in updates. We got a lot of feedback on that. With that said, all these abilities are brand new. This is stuff that's getting out to the public for the first time.
Yep.
So we're going to continue to monitor all this stuff. When you hear about Skimbo saying, I feel like I'm spamming it, there needs to be timing to a mechanic like this. We'll continue to monitor that type of stuff. And if adjustments need to be made that we think are good for the better balance of the game and to make a more realistic and fun experience,
right,
we'll likely follow through on that stuff. So the whole team at EA going to keep their ear to the streets.
Yeah.
And, when adjustments need to be made, I'm sure they'll make the right decisions.
A handoff to Chubb. He finds a lot of space. He'll use another stiff arm to get away.
Look at him. He's
And
so tired because he's just spamming A.
He's got no stamina.
Spam that A button. Spam it.
I mean, it was a touchdown. I just want someone to come catch it real quick.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, I'm personally not liking it. The game is very skillful. You do have to make a lot of, decisions. It's not easy to move the ball. So if there's someone having that much type of success, just spamming something, it's something we very well may take a look at.
On the counterpart of that is how easy is it for a cornerback to tackle a running back one-on-one? in real life.
Pretty tough.
That's what I want to know. So I think we're a little quick on the trigger sometimes, and
to quote unquote fix things.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I think we need to take a deep dive and see what's really going on sometimes.
And that's why I said we just got to evaluate it.
There you go.
You learn information, and just to give some insight, that is part of the evaluation process. You do got to think of things of how do we want this to interact with DBs? How does this interact with linebackers or players with high tackle rating? That's all stuff that you have to take into account when you look into that stuff. So you are spot on with that, Mo, because you would hope that a guy that has a stiff arm specialist ability is able to do work against a DB with a lower tackle rating. Absolutely. Oh, gosh.
Pavan under pressure again. He's set.
Gosh.
Pavan, what's your initial reaction to, again, the new running mechanic?
It's kind of like, it's been better than it has in the past years, If you like it, then you like it. For me, obviously, oh, there we go, AB, that's a TD.
That's it. That's it. Antonio Brown.
I shaded inside.
All the way to the house.
Throw the man a 10-pack.
Hey!
He needed to call it.
He did. Who was that manned up on him?
Probably someone bad, but I was just seeing what would work. He got cooked.
Z-spot, a little something about that.
Something special. It was a good play. Seeing how Spinner looked.
Pavan, if you could have made a decision and maybe switched the team going into this game, is there another team you would have went with?
Honestly, I kind of like playing with these guys. Antonio Brown, that Derek Carr throw was just crazy. I know I probably would have had better success with another team, but these are my boys. This is my team. And it's a preseason game, like you said.
If you were going to go with another team, who do you think that would have been?
Probably the Pats or the Chiefs, because Brady has got those crazy X Factor abilities, probably the best ones.
I've heard that quite a bit in that community. The fact that Tom Brady, feels like an elite thrower. What abilities does he have?
He has conductor and he has protector, pro reads, which is like sensing who's open first. What conductor is. Protector is something for something. Ooh,
watch out, under pressure, still a catch.
Protector is something for the O-line to, slow down the pass rush, and then he has he has the ability to give the whole team route chems, which is that's a big ability in this game.
I think it's awesome. Mo, you could talk about it. I mean, Brady hasn't been relevant in Madden in a while. How do you feel about, the GOAT finally feeling like one of the best players in the game?
Like I said, I think it adds a different dynamic on who you're going to go choose, so I think that's a big deal.
Good game.
I like that fact. That again, we're going to see some variety.
Yeah.
Right?
In
roster construction and players and because last year, by the time we got to the end of the MCS, it was all Vic and Lamar Jackson.
Which side am I?
And you know what? It really does make for those tough decisions. Do you want Brady with those unlimited hot routes? Do you want a guy like Nick Chubb so you can, get some of those stiff arms off? The Patriots don't have a pass rusher. Patrick Mahomes can do it all, but they have a weak defense. I totally agree with you. I think this year, more than any other year, the team selection process really is just wide open.
We've got Skimbo with barista cutout Skimbo. Can I just say, by the way, those eyes on that barista Skimbo scare me. They are terrifying.
Because they're always watching you?
They are always watching you, and they look like they're looking into your soul, man.
Yeah, they might be. I wish I was this fit. This guy looks good, man. This right here, that's that Madden weight.
Let's take a look at some of your highlights from this game. Again, our very first ever MCS preseason game. Not bad. How about this in the second quarter? Stiff arm, get off. Stiff arm, get off. Stiff arm, get off. 3 stiff arms there. And then we fast forward to the third quarter. Another one. That's a grown man move. Going into the end zone is Nick Chubb. It's a stiff arm highlight.
This time he's trying to stiff arm, misses him, and then went deep on the last one.
And then he finally finds one.
You needed to hit him right there when there was no stamina. That's when you could have really made him pay.
Yeah, I was blinking.
Nothing but highlights of the stiff arm. That's okay. I don't know. It was interesting to see anyways, because again, it's a situation where last year we saw people spamming that spin move. I wonder if we might see people spamming that stiff arm this year. in Madden. All right, gentlemen. So I kind of wanted to get the Superstar Edition content stuff out of the way here. The Madden NFL 20 Ultimate Superstar Edition will include special edition MCS 20 content, including 3 Madden NFL 19 MCS uniform sets and 4 Madden NFL 19 major champions as coaches. We're talking about Skimbo, Pavan, Kurtobin, and Drini as well. I wanted to take a look at what these guys look like in the game and kind of get their reaction to it. But again, that's Drini.
Disney.
Representing the Cowboys.
Kicking dirt. He's fed up.
Oh, wow.
Hey, there's my guy. It's Pavan.
That's so awesome.
How awesome is that?
Yeah, that's just crazy.
Look at the serious one.
Yeah, that's a good-looking guy right there.
There it is. Skimbo.
Are you dancing? What was that?
I don't know.
Skin dance.
I don't know what I'm doing. I like those Nike shoes, though.
Those are tight, right?
Yeah.
The sweats. That's tight.
All right, let's take a look at Skimbo first. And by the way, the barista Skimbo is based off of that the Madden figure there. But let's take a look. There he is. What's up with the little wiggle?
I have no idea. Like I said, I wish I was that fit in real life, though. He looks like he could just go get it. But those Nike shoes are sweet.
Okay, there you go.
Well, damn.
All right, boys, what else we got? Serious Mo. Let's take a look. Here's Serious Mo. And representing, and again, he is for reals, a Cowboys fan.
Look at him swagging.
My name's actually Zachary Dallas Lane, so
There it is.
Huge Cowboys fan.
I like it. I don't think they got the hair quite right.
Yeah.
Almost, though.
I'm not sure.
Almost, though.
My hair is so bad in real life. I'm okay with it. In the game. It is what it is.
Pavan.
That's just awesome to see, man. Just grinding the game for the past couple years to being a coach in the game. That's just awesome.
How crazy is that?
Yeah.
How crazy is that? Is your fam gonna go crazy for that? Or what?
Yeah, they're watching right now.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I'm sure I'll see a lot of coaches. Coach Pavan's on the sideline. Coach P's on the sideline.
Coach P.
Yeah.
Tell them they need to get
Coach
the
P.
taper right in the game. They need to get the taper right
we'll
in the game.
see about that.
like
Get the taper right.
All right. Well, there you go. So that's Pavan, and Pavan, Skimbo. We appreciate your time.
You have no problem.
Gentlemen, good luck in the upcoming MCS season. Of course, we've got the legendary RG here with us as well on the far end. Zachary Dallas Lane? Did I get that right? Did I get your government name right there?
It's out there. It's out there now.
That's the government name, Serious Mo. On the far side, we appreciate you stepping in. The Madden 20, NFL 20 Classic presented by Starbucks Nitro Cold Brew. Registration opens next week. It's the very first major of the year. Again, double elimination all the way through to the finals. That's new, and it should separate some of the better players from some upset wins. So there you go. A great show we had here today, talking about so many different things in the MCS world. It was a pleasure hosting this show, and it was just a great, again, just kind of seeing the gameplay, seeing all those abilities. This has been a lot of fun to be a part of. MaddenChampionship.com/compete. That's where you can get all your info on how to register for those upcoming tournaments. Ton of fun today, no doubt about it. Barista Skimbo is going to be in my nightmares tonight, but that's okay. RG, you had fun in the Players Lounge today.
Always have fun out here, James.
Donnie's Beautiful Mind featured as well. Finally good to get him on camera talking about the crazy things that go on in that brain. And then, of course, highlighted by the preseason game, Skimbo with the smirk. Pavan not feeling it, but that's all good. That was a great, fun day we had here today. Gentlemen, I absolutely had a blast, and I appreciate you on those Twitch streams coming along. We'll see you.